Good evening, I'm Monica Quintero. Some areas seeing some stormy weather tonight here in the Permian Basin. We're going to get to that in just a moment. Other areas seeing quiet conditions. Here's a live view just outside of our studio in Odessa. You can see partly cloudy conditions out there and mild temperatures. Of course, this is courtesy of the West Texas State Bank weather cam. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar to give you a perspective of what's going on. We have been seeing some stormy weather. In fact, we had a severe thunderstorm warning issued that has now expired. Hopefully you've been following along with us on our Facebook page. We have been keeping folks informed there. So of course we wanted to show you this 3D technology of our radar. The higher the storm, the more significant it is. We have seen large hail in some areas, gusty winds, and brief heavy rain falling in those areas. So let's go ahead and take you to the headlines for today. The rest of the forecast, not too bad. Warm temperatures once again tomorrow. We do have a cold front coming for those who like the cooler temperatures, and we do have some rain chances to talk about in that forecast. So your temperatures right now, you can see quite a range out there, mostly in the 60s and 70s. 66 in Odessa and Midland, 68 in Wink, 71 in Pecos, and 75 right there in Big Bend. Those winds, we continue to see some breezy conditions, about 19 miles per hour in Odessa and Midland, only about 6 miles per hour right here in Guadalupe Pass. Typically, we do see very breezy conditions there, and 17 right there in Marfa. Now, tomorrow morning, we are going to see those winds kick up just a little bit. In Odessa and Midland, you can see it's going to be about 20 miles per hour and about 16 miles per hour in Wink. By the noon hours, we'll continue to see some breezy conditions out there, and tomorrow evening we will as well. So here's a look at those winds. They are currently coming from the south, and you can see they're typically in the teens. Here's a look at that almanac. We are seeing temperatures above average, very warm temperatures. That high today, 85 degrees now. Normally we see it about 74 degrees, that low 59 degrees. Usually we see it about 44 degrees, and that record set back in 1963 of 92 degrees. There will be some visibility issues for some areas in the morning. Anytime it drops below 10, there is a concern for fog. So, of course, the big area to keep in mind right here at Wink, but you can see other areas, Hobbs as well as Odessa and Midland, that will continue through tomorrow morning. But by the noon hour, it will clear up, and that visibility will not be a problem. Tomorrow, here's a look at your temperatures. I think you're going to like these temperatures. They're going to be nice and warm. By 8 o'clock, we'll see about 58 degrees. By noon, 80 degrees. And by 4 p.m., we're going to see partly cloudy conditions out there and about 88 degrees. So the northern basin, those lows in the 40s and 50s. Those highs warming up nicely to the 80s and 90s there. The central basin, the lows in the 40s and 50s. You can see 52 right there in Monahans, 53 expected in Grand Falls. And of course, it'll warm up to the 80s and 90s. So temperatures well above average for this time of year. Typically, we don't see it this warm. Trans-Pecos, you can see those lows in the 50s, those highs in the 80s and 90s. 91 expected right there in Bakersfield, 90 in Fort Stockton. And the mountains, you can see those lows in the 40s and 50s, 45 right there in Marfa. And those highs expected to range from the 70s to 90s. Of course, Presidio, that warm spot, at about 92 degrees there. Tomorrow, we will see that low at 48 degrees, so it will be a cold morning. You'll want to grab a jacket. We'll also see some breezy conditions, but that day it's going to warm up very nicely. We do have a small chance of rain in the forecast, about a 20% chance, but hey, we consider 90 degrees hot for this time of year. Those temperatures are going to dramatically cool down come the weekend. A cold front moves in on Saturday, dropping it down to about 60 degrees, and we are expecting some windy conditions. Come Sunday, that high expected to be 56 degrees, and there will be some isolated showers. So, as I like to say, you guys, I have something for everyone in the forecast, but nice to have those warm temperatures at least for one more day.
And by the way, folks, Monica has just been kidding when she says take the day off tomorrow for the warm weather. We don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, we don't want to get anyone in trouble.
It'll be a nice day, though.
It'll be a very nice day.
90 to 60. Yes. All right. Woo, Monica, thank you. Well, Disney will no longer allow large